Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today it's a miserable rainy Sunday and we are on our way to Marvellous's house to pick up the van to do a rear differential on a 2019 Range Rover Evoque. Right everyone, we've now got the van. We've got to go and get some diesel. Let's get some diesel. We'll get back to the back to where I live and we'll get these Range Rover jacked up, and then I'll show you what I'm up to.
I begin to
So there we have it. You've seen the car. Let's now go and get the tools out the van, and then let's get on with it. Hopefully, it's not going to be too bad of a job to do. We have got to give a massive shout out to Marvellous Vlogs. I'll put his channel down below, but thanks to Marv, the majority of Marv's followers have now come over to follow us. So yeah, thanks to Marv, he's lent us the van. So I've also got the jack out, just got the stands out. Let's go and get this thing jacked up. Right, so here is the offending article, and I think Marv was right when he said good luck. So, and it looks like there's a lot more stripping down than what I originally thought. I've been told that this has already been out once already, so yeah, there's a bit of a backstory on this. So basically, our friend, boyfriend, was driving it, and he had the spare wheel on it, and basically, he didn't keep to the recommended speed limit for the spare wheel. So subsequently, it has damaged the diff, and now it's down to me to get that out of there and get the new one in that you just saw in the bit of B-roll there that we just done. Right, there's nothing to do but to get to it. Let's get to it. Right, so we've got the wheels off. I was going to start getting the under tray down, but this doesn't look as straightforward as I thought it was going to be, and I am just praying to God that it's going to be nice to me. It's a lot more work than what I thought it was going to be when I originally said, yeah, I'll do it. Stupidly, I looked at the difference, like, oh yeah, it's 4 bolts. Marv did warn me. Thanks, Marv. Yeah, I'm going to get the exhaust down now. We'll get these under trays off. Fingers crossed. Pray for me. It should be okay. Let's get to it. Right, as you can probably see, well, you will do when I turn you around, we've now got the exhaust off, we've now got the heat shield off, and we have now got another one of the heat shields off that goes onto the back of the diff, which exposes most of the bolts. Let me show you. So you can see there, the bolts, them ones there, and we've got these ones back here, there's one there, And then there's one up. Just about sorry there, sorry about the camera angle, people. So yeah, so now the main objective is really how I'm going to do these drive shafts. My theory is I'm going to undo the shock absorber bolt and undo the bottom pinch bolt, and hopefully that will give me enough room to separate it from here and just pull them backwards, just enough to clear each side on the diff. And then this one we can, the prop shaft we can get as we're coming down, because we can just pop the differential, sorry, the prop shaft out and let it slide down as it comes out. Now I've got to do a research because I personally have never taken one of these prop shafts off. Now I know there's like a star drive there. I'm not sure if there's some way I have to undo it. I don't know, and I don't know if it's a collapsible one, as in like the BMWs where you can push them back. I very much doubt that it is on this one. However, I'm going to have a look at the other diff. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to look at the other diff, see if that bolt's still there, and then have a look at if it's sort of, anyway, I don't think it would be threaded. I mean, I've done so many prop shafts in my time and they've never been threaded. I'm sounding a bit silly now, and I don't know what I'm talking about, but I've never done one of these, so please forgive me. I've never done one of these before in my life, and I'm just doing it to help someone out because they got a mechanic to come out and look at it off a Click Mechanic. Don't use a Click Mechanic. Use the platform that we use. Fix My Car. Who Can Fix My Car? And you'll find us on there anyway. So yeah, I'm gonna have a quick look at that now. And I'll see what I do. Then I'll come straight back to you guys. So it looks like it's just like a normal prop shaft, and it literally just slides out, which is great news because as I let the diff down, I can slide that off the shaft then. So that's very very good news. Let's say he's got a second-hand one. There's the OE numbers. I know it's upside down, but it's in the boot. Like, I'm not bothered to drag it out yet. Yeah, oh, there's the fuel plug. I was looking for the fuel plug. Okay, I'm going to drain the other diff, and then I'm going to start bolting it and getting it down. I'm going to give Marv a quick ring. I'll just ask his opinion on what he thinks about doing that way with the drive shafts. And yeah, let's get this oil drained. So I have just spoken to Marv, and he's under the same impression as me that, yeah, that's probably the best route to go. But, like I did know because of my partner's Range Rover Evoque that we had, sometimes there's a bolt of death down here. Let me show you. These ones. Now I'm hoping, this is fairly new, so I'm hoping that we will get away with just it coming undone. But I don't like to say that will happen. So I'm going to undo them by hand. I'm going to start undoing them by hand, see if they loosen up, and then we will we'll go from there. Wish me luck, people. To be fair, it's going according to plan at the moment. According to plan. I am not using that E word that I use on Marv's channel all the time. I'm not using that E word. And I'm not using it, it's going to be fine, because I don't know that it is. I'm just taking this one step at a time. Let's crack on. Right, so we're just going to get the old oil out now. Back and forwards to the van. There we go. Oh, straight in there. Lucky it's empty. Right. Here it comes. Oh, that is dark. Let's pick you guys up so you can see this. Yeah, I mean, in the light it doesn't look too bad. Well, I just didn't have the light on it, but yeah, it's definitely burnt. I can smell it. But I don't think we're seeing any glitter as yet. But it's definitely cooked. Right guys, we have got ourselves an absolute doozy. You see all this? This is all metal stuck to the magnet. There's tons of it. But so that is definitely where the problem is. Right, let's get this sun plug back in and get this diff out. Right, we have got one dry shaft out. Bit of a kerfuffle, but doable. Let me show you. So as you can see just there, that is one of the dry shafts out. So we just got to do this side, and then we can undo the 4 bolts and drop the diff down. I'm telling you one thing, I could murder a cup of tea. Right, both the dry shafts are loose. As you can see, there's the other one. It's now out, so that's good. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to undo these, I think they're 15s, up there and there. And then I'm going to put the jack underneath here, obviously, to support it. Just push it over that way a little bit, because I just don't think I've got enough room. I think this shaft's slightly longer, so I don't think I've got enough room just to pull this shaft out from here. But I've just undone the suspension here and just pulled it over. So what I'll do is I'll undo these 4 bolts. I'll shift it over that way. Then as we bring it down, I'll then pop the prop shaft out as well. Right. So we've got this one starting to be loosened off. This one here I can get with the gun. So I'm going to quickly buzz this one out with the gun. Going to bring it down a bit so I know where it's, there we go, to its level, so it's going to be easier for me to get this one out, because I've got this one loose, but I've got to get that one with a spanner. Right everyone, the moment of truth. I didn't want to bore you. I've got the breather unplugged. I've got the wiring loom all unplugged. There's a little loom, this one here, which I didn't realise you could leave on the box. But to be fair, his one looks a lot newer, and then this one is a bit battered as well, so I'm going to swap them over. But I'm going to set you up here and see if we can get down live now. You're going to have to bear with me because I still haven't got the prop out, and I'm still working out exactly how that does come out. Right, let's start letting this down. It's so much easier if there was two of you though. So much easier, although the diff isn't that heavy, so I just got to let this down gentle like, till I get it to an angle where I can hopefully just slide the diff out. And it should hopefully pop out. So let's give that a try now. Oh dear. Yeah, this is what I was worried about. Okay, I'm going to pause for a second because I want to do a bit of research on this. Right guys, I actually couldn't find anything on the internet apart from one video that wasn't in English. So I could kind of work out sort of how they done it. So what you have to do is, let me spin you around. Right, you have to back this nut off. So when you, focus camera, when you come to it, there'll be a gap like this. So what you do is you loosen this big bolt up. Then all I done was, is I literally got a screwdriver in there and just knocked up in between it. And if you look now, the diff, oh sorry, the prop shaft is moving from the diff. So what I'm going to quickly do now is get this down, set you guys back up here, and you can watch me take it down. Right, so I'm just going to get the lever bar in here now, and hopefully this will start to come out. I wonder if I think I've got to loosen it off a little bit more again now. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. I think that is now, yep, that's free. So do you see that there guys? Oh, perfect. So once you've done, so this is how your bolt will end up again. And then what I done was, is I literally just put the screwdriver in there, give it a few little love taps. It obviously came forward a little bit. Then you just continue to undo it, and you'll see it exposed the thread on the drive shaft. And then, oh sorry, the prop shaft, we call it drive shaft, the American call it. So then you can then get the diff out. Right guys, so now it's out. It's just, we could just do it that way, but there is the old diff. Finally. Now time for that one to go back home in its hole. Right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to put everything back in reverse. So the diff goes in that way. I think we'll put it on the jack because it, although it doesn't need it, it just makes it a little bit more manageable, if I'm honest. 1 second. Right, up on there. Let's take this cap out. Right, we nearly forgot something then. Right, so we've got this little bit of loom that we've got to put back on quickly. So this one went on here, like so. Tip that in there. This clips into here, like so. Need to get this out. Just pop this out, because when they took this one out, they obviously didn't take it out in the correct manner. So bear with me 1 second. Let's get a pair of pliers. Oh, there we go. Right. There we go. Right. Because obviously we like to put everything back OE. So that then clips into there. He says. Oh no, it doesn't. Sorry, it goes into there, that one. And it goes into there. That goes onto there. Right, so that's that bit of aluminum there. We've just got this little bolt here, to this little earth to put back on. Like so. Right, that's that. So that's that all back in. We'll pop it back up onto the jack and then get it back up in the hole. Right, guys. So I'm going to try my absolute best not to be in the whole of the shop with all of my body, but we've got the prop under. We're now going to line the drive shaft up. It might, oh, there we go, it's gone straight in. Oh, look at that, lovely. Right, so then we're just going to do the prop up. Let me just grab my parrot nose. And we're going to do this up. To be fair, once you got your head around it, this ain't a bad idea. I do prefer the 4 bolts. Just put 4 bolts in it and then lock it off, but that's fine. It's good enough. So what we've got to do now is get the drive shafts out of the way. I've actually had a bit of a casualty with the brake wear indicator, but we'll fix that. So I'm going to pull these back now, get these drive shafts out of the way, get this up and start getting this back up in the hole. Right, we've got the diff in now, the diff's up. So all I'm going to do now is look up how much oil it takes. I think it's just going to be easier to fill up the diff before I put the exhaust and everything else back on. So if I know the exact fuel, I don't need to have the car level to make sure it's running out. But even if I didn't, even if I filled it up as it was until it run out, it'd be absolutely fine. A little bit of extra oil's not going to hurt, it's only going to help it if anything. So that's what I'm going to do next. I'm going to get the diff filled and then we're going to get all the exhaust and everything back on, get the wheels back together. In fact, no, I'm going to put the wheels back together, then I'm going to fill the diff because they've done a lot of fun. And then once I know I'm filling the diff, I know I've got the exhaust and the under trays to go back on, and then I know I'm done. So let's get the let's get all the wheels back together, all the hubs back together and everything else. I just struggled my bits off getting all that lot back together. Right, so I've now got all the bolts in. All I'm going to do is nip all them up. I'm going to gun them up. I'm not going to torque them up. They'll be alright. No, I'm going to torque them up. I'm going to get the torque wrench out of the van. I'm going to torque them up. So, because if not, when Marv watches this video, I'll get in trouble. So, let's get all this up bolted up. Then we've got to do the other side. Then I've got to nip upstairs and take the dogs out because I bet the poor things are crossing their legs. Right, I'll be right back with you in 5 minutes. Right guys, we've got all the suspension bolted back up now. I'm just going to fill the diff before I put all the covers back on. I had a fight with them. I didn't think it would make for good content. You see me struggling with some bolts, so I didn't film it. So yeah, I'm gonna fill the diff up now. I'm gonna quickly look up see how much oil goes in the diff. Just gonna fill it, to be fair, until it runs out. Then I'll bolt it back up, and then when it goes through it, when I take it to MOT for my neighbour, I will put it on the ramp where my son works, and I will check the diff oil there, make sure it's 100% perfect then, and it'll be on a level ramp then. Right, let's get you set up there now. Right, I'm going to be putting Comma oil in it. That's what my neighbour got for it from GSF. If you do use Marv's code Lara20, you will get 20% off GSF. So, and they do Comma oil, which is really good. Now, I did already crack this. I thought I was recording, but I wasn't, and I got a little bit scared. I thought the actual Allen head was turning in the bolt, but luckily it wasn't. So there we go. There's that out. Now I'm going to pour this in till it starts to run out. I'm not too worried if there's a little bit too much extra in there. It's not going to harm it. If anything, might do it a bit of a favour. So I'm just going to get the oil drainer, and I'll be right back with you. Right, this is going to be fun now. Getting this in there. Marva's got a pump, but it's getting late now. And I don't really want to annoy my neighbours. Everyone's pretty understanding there, to be fair, but it's still nice. I've just rubbed all gearbox all on my jacket. Lovely, it's going to stink now. Oh, this is going to be fun. Oh. Come on. I'm going to have to get the pump. Alright, second bottle. Right, and there we are. Drain plug. Right. Do that back up. I will check this again once it's been on the on road test, but not tonight. Not tonight. Right, that's that. So I'm going to make a full one out of the two of those. Well, not quite a full one, but I'm going to put some back in the other one. We're going to leave that in the boot. We're going to get a rag and some brake cleaner. We're going to clean this diff up, and we're going to put the exhaust back on. Right, let's give this a little clean down. Right, so... Right, no horrible leaks. Right, let's get the exhaust back on. Right everyone, we've got the wheels back on. We've just got stands out. So I'm just going to let it down, torque the wheel nuts up, and then I am going to take on test drive. So I'll pick you up when we're out on test drive. And that is that, guys. We can't even go on test drive. So the original story with this was it went to a garage that I knew when I worked at the motor factors, and they couldn't establish whether it was the rear diff making the noise or if it was the transfer box. I've done what my mates asked me to do. I fitted the rear diff. Unfortunately, it's a transfer box. It needs a new transfer box. So that's going to be that for this one for now. It'll probably be back because it's on finance. Their finance company will not pay for it. They're adamant that it wasn't in that condition when they sold it to him. So yeah, we're gonna have to put a transfer box in it. So I'm going to try and find a transfer box for him for it. But anyway, look guys, I just want to thank everyone for their support. I've gained a massive amount of followers thanks to Marvellous and all you beautiful people, you know, coming along and supporting me on my journey, as well as Marv. I'm overwhelmed. Last time I checked, it could be more now. I went from 21 subscribers last night when I went to sleep. I woke up to like 73 subscribers. I'm absolutely flabbergasted, over the moon, so thankful, so grateful to you all. But please comment below if my if my content isn't good enough. Please tell me. You know, criticism, I can't grow unless I get the criticism. If I'm doing something wrong, please tell me. I mean, I granted, again, my camera angles are not brilliant at the moment. I'm using my phone. I've got to try and get some money together to buy a DJ, so that I can get in better angles, and it's just a better camera. Anyway, I'm waffling. Thanks a lot, guys. Like, share, subscribe, comment below. Check out Marv. If you're not one of Marv's subscribers that are on my channel, check out Marvellous Lara. I'll put his details in the comment section, but in the description below. Cheers, guys.